What's up, guys? Stephen Story back at it again. Uh, finishing up. Well, just finished up another day of insurance adjusting. What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? I'm gonna let a few of y'all hop on here before I really start getting into the subject tonight, which is when is a good time to become an independent insurance adjuster? Okay. So we'll get in here. I'm gonna let another 10 people get in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Hope everybody's having a good night so far, and I hope that you all learned something um, after I share all this stuff with y'all. Okay. Because I want to see more people. I want to see more young people. I want to see more people that are looking to get in the business get in, and not only be able to get in the business, be able to stay in the business. And so, learning these things, these little tips I give you all, goes a long way. Okay. So it's 21 people in here now, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it, guys. So when is the best time to get into the independent insurance industry? All right. So I get asked this a ton. Right now, guys, in 2020, we had an insanely serious hail season. We had a big wildfire season, and we've had a very long and destructive hurricane season. What does that mean? Okay. So every time there is a hailstorm or a wildfire or a hurricane, insurance claims are filed. Now, when that claim is filed, it's paid out one time, but if new damages are found or more damages are found, a supplement has to be filed after that. So one claim gets handled two times. Now, when we start talking about 50,000 claims, 100,000 claims, 200,000 claims for a hurricane or a wildfire or a weather event like a hailstorm or something like that, this begins to put a lot of stress on each individual insurance carrier, which would be like an Allstate or a State Farm or a Liberty Mutual or Progressive. It puts more stress on them, and so they need independent insurance adjusters. Now, during the hurricane seasons, when most new adjusters, and there's people like you that are watching right now who want to be an adjuster at some point, or you're interested, right? This is when most insurance adjusters come in. They come in right now. Okay, we've had four hurricanes. I think we're about to have a fifth hurricane total that have made landfall. This is the 28th named hurricane this hurricane season. And so what that's gonna do is, even though you may have missed this hurricane season because you didn't know about being an insurance adjuster, we still have a lot of claims that need supplement work. Okay, because the insurance industry is still stressed from all the hail claims, all the wildfire claims, and then all of the hurricane claims, right? So it's still a good time. There's still time to get in this business. As some adjusters, they've worked all year, they want to take a break. Okay, a lot of the insurance adjusters take breaks around this time of year. They made the money they're going to make for the year. Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas coming up. Hey, I'm done. I'm not working till March, right? And so that's a time for a person like you to go ahead and get their license, and then go ahead and take their spot handling claims. Okay. Now, with that being said, the times that you come into the business will also dictate the pay, and also normally will dictate the type of claim you're handling. Okay. If you come in March or April, more than likely you're going to be handling hail claims. So you're going to learn a lot about roofs. Okay. You might be dealing with a little bit of wind damage as well. So you're going to be learning a lot about roofs, fences, things like that. During this time of the year, you're going to learn a lot about contents damage. You're going to learn a lot about wind damage, wind driven rain damage, and you're going to learn the policy and the coverages that the policies allow based around the weather events that you work. Okay. Now, this is strictly speaking about property claims. Okay. Now, if you're dealing with auto has to deal mostly with flooding, car accidents. Okay. Flooding and car accidents, but mainly floods. Okay. If they're in Dallas, in these hail corridors where it's a ton of hail, you're going to have some hail damage as well. Okay. But for the most part, you'll be dealing with car accidents and hail damage when you're looking at cars. Okay. Now, if you're a person that wants to go out into the field, Same rules apply. The field, what we mean by the field is, in this industry, the field means you're going to go out and inspect on your own. You'll be solo inspecting a home. So you'll be the person that gets on the roof, taking pictures of the damage to the roof, damage to the siding, the fascia, all those other things. And if you all notice, guys, I am using construction language when I do speak about homes and property, and I also use mechanic language when I talk about cars and autos, auto damages, right? And so, and these are all this vocabulary you're going to learn on the job. Okay, so you do not have to have a serious construction background to be successful in this business. You do not have to have a serious automotive background to be successful on the auto side. Okay, this industry is not only auto adjusting and uh, property adjusting. There's also bodily injury adjusters, so people that deal with chiropractors and doctors and lawyers and all that stuff. It's people who only deal with public adjusters. And it's people who only talk to attorneys and do litigation claims. Guys, it's so many options for this business. Okay, so don't think that it's just one type of personality that has to do this job, because some people, they like working on their own. They like being outside all the time. They go do field work. I've done field adjusting for property. I've done field adjusting for auto. I've done inside adjusting for auto. I've done inside adjusting for property. I've also handled some other types of claims. So it's a lot of different ways you can do this, guys. You can do this all over the United States, all over North America. I've worked in the Ontario area, Alberta, Calgary, all throughout the United States. And so you can make this job fit your personality, your lifestyle. If you have children, you can make it to where you're at home every day. You can do it where you might start out as an independent and say, hey, I need some time to be in a place and work at home. You can be a staff adjuster for a while and then come back out and go back and be an independent adjuster again and say, hey, my wife's pregnant or I'm pregnant. I need some benefits. So you, as an independent adjuster, you already have experience. So it's easy to become a staff adjuster and get benefits. And I do know independent adjusters that do that, where they'll work as an independent adjuster and then they'll go work staff, get benefits for a year or two, then come back out and do independent adjusting again. Okay, so it's so many variables there, guys, where you can make this business work for you, and as well, you enjoying yourself, making an impact on other people, and strengthening yourself from a financial position. Now, guys, with all these things I've said, if any of y'all have any questions, now's the time to ask. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes while I wait for my Uber Eats to come. I ordered some. What I ordered today? Some sashimi. Yeah, I'm eating a bunch of fish this week. So, yeah, guys, everybody who has been listening to this, again, like I said, now is the time to ask the questions. If you've been interested, if I have piqued your interest by posting things on the timeline, I do want to answer your questions, guys. Okay, so whatever questions you have now, feel free to ask away. And if you're watching this on a replay, guys, and you need to ask some questions, feel free to send me a message, and I'll answer. I'll answer these questions. Is there a way you get around the lack of benefits like health insurance? We get paid a lot of money, okay? So because we get paid a lot of money, you can pay for your own health insurance. Is it difficult to get a remote position without first having field experience? Okay, so during these times, it is not so difficult to get a remote position. You do not have to have a field adjusting experience first. That is not normal, okay? This mainly because of the pandemic and quarantine, okay? I know a ton of new people. Hank is one of them. Hank is on here right now. He was able to get remote positions as his first positions because of the pandemic, okay? Uh, how are you able to adjust claims overseas? It's just remote work. That's all it is, guys. It's just remote work, okay? So uh, remote work, we can work anywhere, right? So that's it. It's really simple. Now, keep in mind, I am overseas, but I also do not work for an American company either. As an American, you can work in the Caribbean, you can work in Canada, you can work in the United States. I've known some Americans that work in New Zealand. So any country that has an insurance industry that's similar to an American insurance industry, you can work in it. Okay. So that's all these variables of insurance that I'm talking about, guys. We have so many options. Any more questions, guys? Y'all gave me three back to back. Yeah, so the benefits thing, guys, the benefits, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Do you recommend someone jumping right into adjusting or ease their way into away from a current job? So I'll explain this to you. All right. Uh, and guys, y'all just bear with me, okay? Do you recommend someone jumping right into adjusting or ease their way right into a job? So the first things first, guys, you got to get licensed, okay? Before you do anything, you have to get licensed, and then you have to get some certification. So you got some time there, okay? There's some time before you get into this business. You got to dot your I's and cross your T's. You got to pass a background check. You need to sit for certifications. So it's a lot of things to do. We got a lot of moving parts in this industry before you get into the business, okay? Then from there, then your skill level is going to determine whether you're able to your skill level is going to determine whether you're able to keep an insurance adjusting job, guys. You remember, this is an at-will job. You're a contractor, so you can be fired if you're not putting up the type of work product that you need to put up, okay? Now, next thing is it difficult to obtain international licensing? This is a competitive business, guys. At any given time, it's probably 300 or 400 adjusters who have international licenses, like I do. So it's not easy. It took me about 2 years before I was even considered to do this. And then once I got it, I really tried my best to do a really good job. And now I have 2 licenses in Canada. Um, let's see what else. All right, ladies, y'all over here arguing with each other. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all having a good night so far. But yeah, guys, look, my Uber Eats is here. I gotta let y'all go. I gotta eat some food. I'm really hungry. But I hope I was able to answer some questions for you all. Okay. Ladies, I hope y'all have a good night. Hank, call me in a bit. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have any other questions, please send me a DM and I'm happy to answer whatever questions y'all have. Okay. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all soon.